This is all your fault.
Don't blame the turkey. You're the one who's been going gobble-gobble for the past 2 days.
Well, you want me to relish your cooking, don't you?
Relish it? You've demolished it.
Oh.
Here.
Oh, don't do that, love. I'm not a well man.
I'm not surprised, the amount you drank.
Well, I had to wash it down with something. It wasn't the tenderest of birds, you know. In fact, it's still sitting here. I think it's nesting.
I didn't notice any complaints from you or Uncle Harold yesterday. Seeing you two eat was like watching Jaws 1 and 2 at the same time.
Your uncle, yeah. Well, he was the reason why I ate and drank so much, wasn't it?
Oh, what do you mean?
Well, I had to keep up with him, otherwise he'd have looked a right pig. I mean, I've never seen a little man put away so much in 2 days.
Auntie Sybil says he has hollow legs.
That would explain why they went all wobbly on the way to the car last night.
Sybil was very angry with you, actually. He's not used to drinking.
Crikey, he picked it up quick enough, didn't he? When you and Sybil were doing the dishes, he was in there showing me how to make a Harvey wall banger. God, dear.
Does it make you bang walls?
No, but it makes you scared stiff to let go of them. That's why I'm feeling so bad today. I mean, that and 2 solid days of his practical jokes. So the same puerile rubbish. Black-face soap, rubber cigars, whoopee cushions.
The dribble glass was new. Sorry.
Childish things amuse childish minds.
Oh, let's not talk about childishness after the fuss you made over the crackers.
The teddy bear badge was mine.
I do not want to start the argument up again.
There was no argument. Sybil and I pulled our crackers at the same time, and the teddy bear badge fell out of mine, and the skull and crossbones keyring fell out of hers.
It was the way you pounced on it.
I gave her a choice of hats.
Only because she let you read out both mottos.
But she didn't have her reading glasses. I don't know why she makes such a fuss over absolutely rotten crackers anyway. Next year, I want real crackers like we used to have in the old days.
What's the difference?
Well, for a start, they actually went bang when you pulled them. They had mottos and jokes in English. And decent hats, hats sometimes with feathers even, and whistles that actually made a noise when you blew them, and little lucky charms and floral bracelets and rubber animals with wobbly heads and pencil sharpness.
6 pint of beer, 20 woodbine, a pie sugar. I'll add them with the days.
All right, but them were the days. I mean, Christmas is not like it was. You've got to admit that, June.
Oh, there's still lots to enjoy.
Not for me. Not anymore. The magic has gone.
Oh, Lord, the January blues have set in early this year.
Oh, it's a hollow mockery. Even the decorations aren't what they were. You strain your tongue, stick them together, and they disintegrate after they've been up 3 days. Oh, it's pathetic.
Oh, for heaven's sake, cheer up. Watch the telly.
There's nothing on.
What do you mean there's nothing on? They spend a fortune on programmes at Christmas. Now, where's the Radio Times?
Well, I don't mean there's nothing on, but it's all the same. Big movies, cartoons, comedy spectaculars.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Well, after a time it gets depressing. I mean, it's like eating a £6 box of chocolates at one sitting, all soft centres. Now they ought to show some more gritty programmes like Panorama.
Panorama?
Documentary on oil pollution.
You never watch Panorama.
The life cycle of a cabbage butterfly.
Those are the kind of programmes you spend all year avoiding.
Precisely why at Christmas I'd like to see something different.
Oh, Terry.
Makes a change from all this entertainment.
What time is it?
Nearly 11.
You're in luck. Your favourite film's on BBC Two.
Lassie Come Home?
No, but you're close.
Heidi?
No. Wizard of Oz.
Don't touch that. Don't touch that. I don't want to see it this year.
Why not?
Well, it was Wendy's favourite film too, and I don't feel like spending the morning sobbing my eyes out.
Oh, darling, is that what this is all about? You're missing Wendy.
A bit.
Well, we can't put the clock back, you know. She has a husband and home of her own now.
Yeah, but I mean, they've always spent Christmas with us before. Why do they suddenly want to spend it on their own? I mean, it ruins all sense of family tradition.
Perhaps they want to start their own traditions.
The Wizard of Oz was the first film that we took her to when she was a little girl, wasn't it?
Yes.
Scared the living daylights out of her.
Yes, she had nightmares about it for weeks afterwards.
No, it was Snow White that gave her nightmares.
Oh, no, Wizard of Oz gave her nightmares too.
Did it?
Yes.
They don't make kids' films like that anymore, do they?
Well, at least we'll see her and Roger at our New Year's Eve party.
Yeah, but it's at Christmas I miss her most.
Oh, I know, me too. Look, why don't we go for a walk to clear our heads?
A walk? You mean outside?
Yes. We've been inside since Christmas Eve. And when we come back, we can check the party list. Some people have dropped out, so I've added 1 or 2 names we could invite in their place.
Such as?
Uncle Harold and Auntie Sybil.
Are you mad? We've just had them for Christmas and Boxing Day. I mean, they'll start thinking that we like them.
Well, they're always on their own at this time of year.
Are you surprised?
There are so many other people coming that you won't even notice they're here.
Oh, June.
Well, if you're really unhappy about it, just say the word and I'll cross them off again. It's entirely up to you.
Well, I suppose if...
I'll cross them off, shall I?
June,
In the kitchen.
is this all right to make the punch in?
Well, are they going to drink it or bath in it?
My punch goes very fast, you know.
It'll go even faster if you use that. It's got a hole in it.
Oh.
Use this one.
Oh, thank you. Oh, that looks nice.
Can you read what it says?
Yes, of course. Hafner Bouvie.
Happy New Year.
Oh, yes. Yes, of course. As if you squint and lean your head to one side. It's as clear as day, yes.
Well, if you think you could have done any better.
No, I'm not saying that, darling. I mean, you are in sole charge of the food and I the booze. That is the agreement, remember?
What kind of punch are you making?
The old favourite.
Not Grandad's paint stripper again.
It is not a paint stripper. It's a traditional old English recipe.
It is far too strong.
Well, this year I'm leaving out the Polish vodka, but I'm going to
good.
stick in gin and brandy instead.
Terry, no!
Look, for heaven's sake, love, look, haven't we agreed? Haven't we agreed that the punch is entirely mine? You have nothing whatsoever to do with it, all right?
If you say so.
Good. And have you cut the fruit up for it?
Yes.
And sliced the lemon?
On the draining board.
And ground the nutmeg?
In the spice rack.
And then I'm ready to create my masterpiece.
Oh, well.
Oh, there's a dead spider in there.
Well, wash it out.
Wash it out?
Oh, Terry, I know you don't like spiders, but it's dead for heaven's sake. Just dip it in the sink.
All right, give us a chance. It's not dead. It is not dead. Oh, look, I'll answer that. You can see to the spider, can't you? Thank you.
Of course. Go on.
Beatty.
Hello? Terry?
Oh, hello. You're a bit early. Actually, we invited people for 8 o'clock.
Yes, I know, but I thought perhaps I might be of some help.
Oh, that's very nice of you to offer. May I?
Thank you.
Malcolm not with you?
No,
Sorry?
no, Malcolm is not with me, all right?
Yes, fine. No doubt he'll be along later.
Possibly.
Yeah.
He may be along later, and then again he may not. I really couldn't say what he intends doing, Terry. And quite frankly, just between you and me and the gatepost, I don't care. I really don't care.
Ah, well...
For 23 years I've cared. In fact, I've cared about little else. My entire life has been built around that man. And now suddenly, at the end of it all, when I suddenly realise it's all been a sham, an empty, hopeless sham, a vapid, pointless, meaningless...
Sham.
farce.
Sorry.
Suddenly I do not care.
No.
Not a jot, not a tittle. It means nothing to me. Nothing. I just don't care.
Good. How was Christmas? I'll deal with the spider. Beatty's here.
She's an hour early.
And she doesn't care.
What?
It's a sham. She doesn't give a tittle. I mean, she cares nothing for it. Nothing at all. Nothing. And to prove it, she's having aesthetics in the living room.
Oh, no, I thought she and Malcolm had patched everything up.
Well, it's come unstitched again. Listen.
Don't mention Christmas.
Beatty?
Sorry about this, June.
You're smoking, and you had such a struggle to give it up.
I know.
Is Malcolm responsible for this?
No, I bought them myself.
No, I mean for you smoking again.
I don't want to talk about it, June. Do you mind?
Beatty.
There must be hundreds of things I can do to help.
Well, actually, no,
I know,
there's nothing.
the kitchen. Thousands of things to do in the kitchen. I am determined to be a help, not a hindrance.
Just a touch of gin
I
and
make
brandy.
so little contribution to the world. The least I can do is to help my friends. And you are my friends. The only real relationship in my life. The rest is empty. Empty.
Crikey, they are too.
No, that can't be true, Beatty.
Oh, but it is. It's all a meaningless, pointless, vapid.
Sham?
Farce? How many syllables?
I was about to say charade, but that's something one does for amusement, and there's little enough to laugh at in my life.
Beatty, Terry, get her a drink.
What do you think she'd like?
I don't think it matters.
Gin with Angostura bitters and a twist of lemon.
Well, I can see she's past caring. I'll see who that is first.
Is she here?
I don't think, Malcolm, she wants to see you.
I don't want to see her either. I just want to know if she's here.
In the kitchen.
Is that gin?
Yeah.
That'll do.
Hang on.
I had a bloody Christmas. What's yours been like?
Well... you
Bloody?
know, no, not really. We missed Wendy, of course, but she and Roger are turning
What's she
up.
been saying?
Saying? Well, she phoned us up on Christmas Day and wished us all the best.
Because I think her mind's going.
You what?
She never was very bright, of course.
What are you talking about? She was top of her class.
Top of her class? Beatty?
Yeah, Wendy.
Who's Wendy?
My daughter.
What the hell's she got to do with anything?
Well, you asked me about Christmas, and I said...
Look, I'm sorry to tell you, I haven't got time for your domestic problems. I've got troubles enough of my own.
Just a minute.
It all started with an old girlfriend sent me a Christmas card. And I do mean old. From about 4 or 5 years back, when I had the energy for that sort of thing. But I swear to you, Terry, I haven't had a ding-dong for ages. You know how keen I used to be on the old ding-dongs?
Yeah. Yeah, you used to go like the clappers.
That's what's so terribly unfair. Do you realise that we men were at our sexual peak at the age of 16?
Were we?
Scientific fact.
Crikey, I wished I'd known at the time. If I'd known, I wouldn't have taken on that allotment.
The trouble is, Beatty's been reading this feminine muck about how a woman's potency just goes on growing.
Does it?
Apparently.
And we peak at 16?
Afraid so.
Somebody slipped up there, didn't they?
So she finds this Christmas card and thinks I'm having another ding-dong. Then on Christmas Day, mark you, we have a flaming row with her threatening to walk out and tit for tat, have wild affairs and lovers and God knows what.
Oh, dear. How did you take it?
Nearly killed me.
Well, I could imagine.
Well, I had a mouthful of Christmas pudding at the time when I started laughing and then he choked me.
Oh, you shouldn't have laughed, Malcolm. If a woman says that she's going to break her marriage vows, you should take it very, very seriously.
Why, has June ever threatened anything like that?
Well, once, I think, in the early days.
How did you cope with it?
Well, I treated it with detached concern.
Detached concern?
Yes, I mean, I thought the whole idea was ridiculous, but at least I managed to keep a straight face.
Hello, June.
You realise, Malcolm, that Beatty is smoking again?
Put her out before she bursts into flames.
I knew they were talking about me. What have you been saying, Malcolm?
Don't ask, Beatty.
We were talking about you, June.
Oh, Terry, what have you been saying?
I was merely advising Malcolm to show a little bit more sensitivity.
Sensitivity be damned. He finds your behaviour as ridiculous as I do.
Oh, Terry.
I never said any such thing.
You said you had trouble keeping a straight face.
Well, not with her, with June.
What?
Well, not recently, you know, a long time ago.
When have you found me ridiculous?
Ridiculous? I don't find either of you ridiculous.
But you had trouble keeping a straight face?
Yeah, but I mean, it was a long time. You won't remember, before Wendy came even, we were having that flaming row on the top of a double-decker bus going through Macclesfield.
Do you swear that, Terry?
Well, it could have been Bollington.
Swear that you don't find me ridiculous?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're a very attractive woman.
Just a minute. Now, when you say attractive, do you mean you'd actually contemplate having a thing with her?
I certainly could.
Thank you, Terry. Butter! I'll make you pay for that. My New Year's resolution will be to have a mad affair with the first man who takes my fancy.
Now, look here, woman.
Saved by the bell.
I'll go.
Now, listen, you two, it is nearly the end of the year. I mean, bury your problems and just enjoy yourselves at the party tonight, because we're going to eat and drink and sing and dance and stay up all night and have fun, you know, and when the sun rises on the new year, we're going to greet it with a laugh and a shout of jubilation.
That's Wendy. Their car's broken down. They won't be here for the party. Oh, what are we going to do?
How about an early night?
Morning, Slugger.
I fail to see the humour.
I'm not surprised with that eye.
Have you got any steak?
No, but I could grill you a couple of sausages.
For my eye.
Oh, they won't do your eye any good.
Never mind. How did the party finish up?
With a bang. Though not quite such a bang as you got. Here.
Did Malcolm leave quietly?
I really couldn't say. I was too busy putting you to bed.
Oh, well, as long as my absence didn't spoil people's enjoyment, I'd hate to think that they were too concerned about me to enjoy themselves.
Oh, of course they were concerned about you, darling. But they put on a brave face and they managed to go on singing and dancing till 3 and 4 in the morning.
Obviously paralysed with worry.
Some of them were paralysed, yes. But not with worry. Oh, well, there's one consolation.
What's that?
After last night, the new year can only get better.
I wouldn't count on it.
Terry?
Malcolm?
Happy New Year.
Not so far, it isn't. You've dropped your violin.
That eye looks terrible.
You want to see it from my side?
I'm sorry.
What did you do to your neck, then?
I slept in my car outside your house. I must have left the window open.
Who is it?
Quasimodo.
Oh, it's you.
June, I've been a fool, but I now see things differently.
Yeah, like this, as a matter of fact.
Is Beatty here? The last I remember, she was threatening to sleep in your spare room.
I honestly don't know.
Well, I'll go upstairs and check if you like.
Well, if she's there, Terry, try not to wake her. There's one or two things I want to get straight first.
Yeah, I should start with your neck if I were you. Petey? Petey? I'll let the Frog Prince wake you. Crikey! That's one New Year's resolution she kept pretty quick.
You're sure you know what you're doing?
Oh, it works with Terry every time. One little jerk is all it takes.
Make sure it is a little one.
Well, here goes. I'm so sorry, Malcolm.
Never mind that. Emergency conference.
Back in a sec, and we'll try it again.
Don't hang back on my account. Oh, I say it does work.
Terry, what's all the panic about?
Guess who's been sleeping in our spare room?
What?
Beatty and the Beast.
What beast?
She's got a bloke with her.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, I mean, there she was sleeping there, and suddenly this dirty, great, hairy arm came from underneath the covers and hugged her.
Terry, are you sure it was a man? I mean, Malcolm's always going on about how muscular her arms are.
Oh, no, I mean, she'd have to be a flipping contortionist to hug herself with her own arm like that.
Fool! You know this is all your fault.
What do you mean, my fault? My fault? I was unconscious, remember?
And so was everyone else after a couple of glasses of your punch. What a mess. What are we going to do?
No, we're going to keep calm. We're going to keep calm. We'll get rid of Malcolm and we'll tell him that Beatty's not here.
Well, you do the talking.
Yes, right, but just keep calm.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Gosh, I don't know where Beatty can be.
Oh, neither do I. Goodness me, what a mystery.
She's upstairs, actually. Just heard her moving about, taking her up a cup of tea.
No, Malcolm. Malcolm, wait for me. Malcolm.
Better get some clothes on, love. They're awake downstairs.
Oh, my God.
Malcolm, don't wake her yet. She's had a hectic night.
That I will do.
Well, the longer you leave her, the better she'll feel. You see, she's feeling better already. Come on, this way. Come on. Downstairs. Come on. Anyway, come on. I mean, that tea will be cold by now. Surely she does deserve something better than a cold cup of tea.
Flowers.
Huh?
A bunch of flowers for Beatty.
Oh, yes, splendid idea. Yes. Say it with flowers. Come on, Malcolm.
There's a man.
Yeah, called a florist. Drive round and try and find him.
With Beatty.
No, not with Beatty. It'll spoil the surprise.
There's a man upstairs with Beatty.
Yes, possibly, but not necessarily in that order.
What are you babbling about?
Well, maybe a man, but not with Beatty.
Uncle Charlie.
What?
My Uncle Charlie. I forgot he was staying the night.
With my wife.
Good heavens, no, Malcolm. He doesn't even know her.
I just heard him tell her to put her clothes on.
Yes, but he's a terrible old prude, his Uncle Charlie.
I'm going back upstairs.
No, not a good idea, Malcolm. No.
I know what's happened, you know. I shall never forgive you for this, Terry.
Well, I'm not the one who spent the night with her.
Terry!
I know it. Oh, my God, why didn't you keep an eye on her?
Well, it was early closing night, remember?
That's her and me finished, of course. Finished.
Oh, Malcolm, how could you say that? How rotten of you.
What?
Well, for heaven's sake, after all the ding-dongs you've had, I mean, surely you can allow her one little tinkle.
Hello?
Oh, look.
Anyone above?
Look, it's New Year's Day. I mean, be generous.
Yes, she'll be terribly ashamed of herself.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as she finds out what she's done, I mean, that will be punishment enough.
In here, Beatty.
Forgive and forget.
Happy New Year! June, darling. Terry. Oh, isn't that pretty? Hello, Malcolm. Still here, are you? God, what a wonderful night I've had. Haven't slept a wink. Absolutely exhausted now. Forgotten I had so much energy.
She's just trying to brazen it out.
Oh, I do wish you'd all been there with me. You'd have enjoyed it as much as I did.
Underneath, I mean, she's deeply ashamed of herself.
Ashamed? She's offering to give demonstrations.
Malcolm, I did try to wake you, but you were so deeply asleep.
How thoughtful of you.
Never mind. We're all going to do it all over again next year, so you can join us then.
Beatty!
Well, at least it's only once a year. I'm sure you can learn to live with that.
The devil I can!
Do you know, I've always wanted to visit Trafalgar Square on New Year's Eve, but if I hadn't bumped into that lovely couple walking home, I never would have.
What lovely couple?
They belong to this thing called the Pearly Caledonian Supporters Club. We went back there after Trafalgar Square. Lovely time. Reels and bagpipes and hoots the new.
You mean you didn't sleep here last night?
I told you I didn't sleep a wink anywhere.
Who's upstairs then?
Daddy!
Wendy! Oh!
Happy New Year!
Oh, Wendy, love. When did you get here?
Oh, about 5 in the morning we finally got the car going again.
But when we arrived, the house was in darkness, so we just let ourselves in and went to bed.
Oh,
Looks like you had quite an affair here last night.
we thought there was, but fortunately she didn't have one.
now who's that?
Oh, Lord, that's the people who gave me a lift back home. I'd forgotten all about them.
Well, for heaven's sake, invite them in for a drink.
Oh, no, I don't really
No,
think...
the Medford family's together again. At last we've got something proper to celebrate.
Yes, off you go, Beatty.
Well, if you insist.
Oh, darling, it's so lovely to have you home.
Christmas is not the same without you.
Well, it was nice being on our own, but really we didn't have as much fun either.
Don't worry, from now on, everything is going to be that much more festive.
Oh, don't worry, I've got half a bottle of sherry in the
You'll
kitchen.
need it. I've just seen the people that brought Beatty home.
Oh, who are they?
It's all the Pearly Caledonian Supporters Club in a coach.
Oh?